All right. Let's start over. Okay, go for it, Nick.
You want the same one?
No, a better
right.
one.
Well, it doesn't have to be me starting every
We're
time.
going to have the little song come in, right?
Yeah, the song's coming in.
That's the song, right?
Exactly.
All right, here we go. Song's coming in. All right, hey guys, how we doing today? Today is the 5th of...
Cut.
2, 3, 5.
But we're trying to find different ways. That's the second way. All right, here we go. What's another one?
Hey, folks. And welcome to a little bit radio.
We're in a band. All right, way number 3, right?
All right.
Rolling in. Oh, are we rolling? Are we on? Oh,
Oh, okay.
There's no tape machine.
it's
Guys, I have a
physically
little-
rolling around.
I have a limited amount of tape here. There's only so much tape.
It's made out of apple silicon.
There's a supply shortage on tape.
Welcome to the
Come
first vintage style podcast ever was.
This is the inaugural We're in a Band podcast.
First
This
one ever.
Inaugural.
It's a big deal.
Inaugural.
And next year it'd be the biannual.
It'll be the bisexual. Let's rock and roll with it.
Oh, can't say that.
Oh, we can't say that.
Cut,
Okay.
cut.
We'll fix it in post. All right. I'm Jace. I'm the old, bald, fat dude.
I'm Mike, the youngest and best looking one.
Oh,
in the band.
he is our twink. And then Nick, what are you?
I'm the in shape, active jock drummer. That's what I do.
He's the yesterday of the band.
I accept that.
All right. So, we're in a band. We are in a band. We've all played in bands our entire lives. I'm in my 40s. Mike's in his 30s. Nick's in his 18s. No, wait, I forgot which one of you's the twink. Oh, Mike, you're the twink.
Yeah.
Twunk.
We are exactly all 10 years apart.
Is that
It's
true?
Yeah.
Am I 50?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Fuck.
Because the difference between 30 and 50 is obviously 10.
30,
true.
35, and 40.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay, cool.
That makes it easy.
The exact range of millennials.
True.
I'm the young millennial.
Yeah, we fit the demo.
I'm the old millennial.
The elder millennial, like that one comedian.
We can go for that demo too. It's fine.
So here's the thing. Like when you're a kid, you don't expect to be the old fat bald dude in anything. It just fucking happens, man. Like what the hell? Here we are.
Well, you're bald
All of
by
a sudden,
you're bald
I'm at
by
the Taylor
choice.
Swift concert, and I'm the old fat bald dude.
I'm fat by choice.
All right, so the loose format that'll probably never be changing. We're gonna do this a little bit Kill Tony style. So they pull out of a bucket random names. They go up and do their 5 minutes or whatever. Their 1 minute. So instead of an actual bucket, we have kind of a virtual bucket. So we put a whole bunch of lead topics and a bunch of side topics into different lists. And I'm just gonna hit shuffle and see whichever one comes up first. And we're just gonna riff on whatever that is.
All right, Mike. Be sure to put the Price is Right cheering for this part.
In post.
Yeah. Fix it in post.
First off, this is brought to you by Rainbow Bud Light, Kid Rock's favorite beer. And Nick, draw that.
Is there really a rainbow Bud Light?
Yes.
There is.
It's Kid Rock's favorite beer. Just Google it. Don't worry.
There is, and they have neo pronouns all over it.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, you are drinking a neon beer right now, right? It's got some rainbows or some shit. on
Yeah,
it.
but not neo
On
pronouns.
that note, follow Jace on Untapped. Bud Light is the best.
Please don't. It is the worst Untapped to follow there ever was.
Every
Mine's
beer
pretty
he
good.
taps in is just Bud Light.
It's
five
Bud Light.
stars.
That's all I drink. In fact, this one I'm drinking right now is Bud Light. It's got gay stuff all over it.
My Untapped's way superior, just so you know.
Yeah, like
but it's not
5,000
very- there's people that have like fucking 15,000, 20,000. It's insane. It's insane. All right. But you got to make like a living out of that. All right, here we go.
All right.
Hidden shuffle.
What is our topic
First
for
topic.
today?
I already hit it, and it's one we would probably have to do a little bit of tiny bit of research. I could do it on the fly, but probably need a little research, so I'm hitting shuffle. Yeah.
It's good. I do it like 7 times.
All right, let's hit it again. Here we go.
Thermodynamics.
Damn it.
Thermodynamics. Topic number 1. Explain thermodynamics for the class.
Number 2, Also needs a little bit of research.
Oh my God. Why did you put research topics?
Number 3,
Are we in college?
gig stories.
Gig stories.
I could start.
I am bored already.
And everyone has left. Our one listener has left
They've already deleted.
Listener, crack open a cold one for yourself.
What's that one? What you got over there?
That
Mike?
is a Rainbow Bud Light. Sponsored by Kid Rock. No, this is Jesus. I got it on my laptop. There's a
Jesus
Grim
Christ.
Reaper on it. Let's see. The Sorcerer.
Who's that from? Is that a
7 Island Brewery. It's actually really
Is that
good.
like a triple or some shit?
No, it is a stout, an imperial stout. I'm pretty sure, right? Salted caramel pecan pie inspired American
my
stout.
God, that sounds amazing.
It's amazing. It's 9%.
Have you had it
shit.
before?
We have not had this one together. I have had it.
What'd you think? Well, it's a
It's-
5 because everything's a 5 for you.
Oh,
All right,
wow.
to clue people in, what Untapped is a
Wow.
beer rating app, and you get to rate each beer out of a 0 to 5, and Mike's average rating is like a 4.82.
and Nick is a snob.
And mine's like a
There are people
1.11.
out there like making their living, and he's like 2. They put all the heart and soul of this beer at some random like local like farm brewery, and he's like, 2.25, best I can do.
I'll throw him a bone once. If I know the brewers, I'll throw him up extra 0.25.
So basically, what you both are saying is neither of you are honest about the beer.
No, I'm extremely honest. But I'm too honest is what he's saying. Too honest, yes.
I just don't rate it if it's below like a
that's,
3.
that's coming out like motor oil, man. That looks fantastic. Oh my
That's
God.
black as night. Is that the same thing we drank earlier?
No, that was an extra special bitter.
Oh shit.
Yes, we're in a band and we're going to talk about beer for like 45 minutes. So
That
please
is one
stand
of
by.
that is one of my side topics. We can
I don't
throw
know.
it in whatever.
I'm not crazy about that topic. I feel like we should.
That also needs a little bit of
yeah.
research too. Okay. All right. Skip that one. All right. Creative process. How about that?
Oh, the creative process for being in a cover band.
Yes.
So, if this is your first time with us, and it should be because this is our first time with us, we are a cover
Who are
band.
you?
I'm Jace. I'm the old fat bald dude. Also with glasses. What the fuck? Like I got like the shortest stick of the whole fucking band here.
Well, you've only been fat for like a year.
About 2.
You can come back from that.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm gonna.
Why not? Are you like a fat guy at
The
heart?
beer tastes too good.
I'm just a fat guy at heart.
You are? Have you?
No.
Have most of your years been fat?
No, not at all. Just most of the ones I can remember.
I need to taste that before you finish that shit. I gotta
just had a little-
add that shit in. Actually,
I just had a little sip.
I might have had it.
There's
Oh
a
my
bunch
God.
in Here, save me some.
It tastes like cigarette ashes. I think I like it. So, in case this is your first time with us, we're in a band. We're in a cover band, and wow. Wait. What was the topic again?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, the creative
that's-
process.
That might be a 4.5 right there. That's
The
fucking
creative process.
Terrific. Yes, creative process of how we cover it. So we are a 90s and 2000s cover band, mostly rock. We will throw in some other stuff in there. But yeah, so how do we first select a song?
How can we be creative as cover band musicians?
Right. So we first have to select the song.
And how do we select songs?
We select songs based on
Have I heard it?
have we heard it?
Have I heard it before?
That doesn't even stop us sometimes because like I'll be in love with the song and I'll play it for you guys and both of you will be like, I've never fucking heard this song.
Jay, I don't want to play this Elton John song. I'm sorry.
You don't want to play Hold Me Closer, Tony Danza?
Tony Dance.
He has a song?
Yeah.
What?
I love how hold me closer, Tiny Dancer. It's Tiny Dancer. Tony Dancer?
It's a 90s thing. It's what Phoebe and Friends
I
thought.
thought you were saying that Tony Danza sang a song called Hold Me Closer.
Jesus Christ. Okay, listeners, see, this is why I can't be in a band with these motherfuckers.
I know what you're saying now, but oh my God, that was you almost blew my mind. You ever seen the movie, Tony Danza movie, the field goal kicking, garbage picking Philadelphia phenomenon?
I forgot Tony Danza was even
Fucking
an actor.
incredible movie.
Why?
I thought he was just a meme at this point.
He might be.
Just like us.
Creative process. Let's stay on track. Here we
Yeah,
go.
so So we pick songs that we like to start off with,
Right.
And in order to
or have heard.
right, so it has to be a Venn diagram, right? Like it has to be a Venn diagram of songs that we like, songs that we've heard of, and songs that people will want to hear.
It's not what you like; it's the consumer.
Exactly. And that's I gotta say that's what makes being in a cover band so frustrating, right? Because you want to just play the songs that you like. You want to play your favorite cover songs. Like if I had my druthers, I would be in a Jimmy Eat World and Hanson cover band my entire life. Never fucking talk to you guys again. And just be perfectly happy.
Making millions of dollars.
And friends along the way.
Friends along the way.
Now, I thought you were supposed to pick like less than mediocre songs against your bandmates' will, and just force them into doing whatever you want, and always insist on singing everyone not so great.
That only works if you're the loudest
Nick,
one in the band.
we can talk about this later if you're trying to talk to me.
I'm trying to come out to you guys as like the biggest band narcissist ever. That's what I want to do. What's this beer called again? The Sorcerer's Stone?
Yeah.
I watched that movie a couple of weeks ago.
It's just The Sorcerer. And
The
it's
Sorcerer.
Dark Arts. The Sorcerer. 7 Island Brewery. Actually, I don't even know where they are. Check this beer out.
Yeah.
If you can find it somewhere.
A shout out to, what was the name of the brewery again?
Way to go.
7 Island Brewery.
What town is that? Yeah, that's what I thought. I fucking had this one before. God damn it. God damn it.
You've had this one?
Yep.
Really? Casanovia.
It sounded familiar.
Casanovia, New York?
I gave it a 4.5, which I
This is
would
canned
stand by.
in
that.
Myers Creek. By Myers Creek Brewing Company. Interesting.
I'll make it easy for you listeners. Shout out to Diet Pepsi. I fucking drink it. You can buy it anywhere. Awesome. All right, now that we got our sponsorships out of the way.
Yes, they're paying us millions, just so you know.
This next segment is brought to you by Kennedy Fried Chicken. Do you have a Popeyes or a KFC near you, but it's about 1.25 miles away? That's too far. You need to go to Kennedy Fried Chicken. Now, most people think that John F. Kennedy Jr. is, obviously he's the current sitting vice president along with Donald Trump. However, that is completely false, and you guys are out of your fucking minds. He is actually the current VP and president. He's VP and president of Kennedy Fried Chicken, and he started it, and it's his own thing, and he's still alive. Yes. So there's my ad.
That's the advertisement.
That's the advertisement.
He's still alive.
How can I forget our production company?
Oh,
Ear Sausage Studios.
shout out to your sausage studio.
Ear
Fuck
Sausage
yeah.
Studios. Thank you for putting this together.
They do everything for us. I mean, don't they? I mean, these mics came from them.
They have the meats.
Jay didn't spend a dime on these.
No.
They fronted us all.
No,
Ear
it's all.
Sausage Studios. Check them out at earsausagestudios.meet.
Can't speak highly enough of them. I highly recommend them. If you guys need any of your podcasts supplied by someone with money in the bank that they don't have kids to spend it on, then they can give you microphones as well.
Ear Sausage
And some
Studios.
sausage,
We'll
too.
give you an earful.
We got to isolate that one. That's a good one to drop whenever.
Oh man, I'm sick of all these sponsors.
Well,
half this podcast has been sponsored. What are we, a YouTube video?
Creative process. Here we go. Let's get back on track. We
right,
don't
right.
want to disappoint everyone's like hanging, on every word we're saying here.
been 10 minutes of just meandering ear talk and fucking fake sponsorships.
All right, here we go. Creative process. So yes, song we like, song that other people like, and song we've heard of before that we think is doable in our format, which is bass, guitar, and drums.
No, you've added another
Harmonica.
one. You've added another one because I said song we like, song we've heard of, and song the audience wants. You've added a fourth one, song that we
Doable.
can do.
Right.
4D chess here.
So there's a song that's like
chestnut checkers.
heavy on the keys. Jay can do keys, but if he did keys, then he's not doing bass. And so then there's just guitar, or maybe Mike could switch on guitar for a keyboard song, but then he could switch to bass for a keyboard song, but then you're missing the guitar. So it depends. There's sacrifices for every song we choose. I was hoping that one of you guys would jump in right after I said that.
Nope. Nope. We're just gonna let you
Just gonna let it hang with
fucking languish. just sit out there like the rancid fart that it is.
I mean, as a cover band for me, I always think of the audience first. My first thought is, how will people react? Do people know the song?
You're supposed to think of yourself first.
I always think of myself first.
Yeah, like
but
an airplane. Like when the oxygen masks come down.
But yeah, that's kind of what I do. I kind of say, well, do people know this one? I might know it. I might not know it. I mean, like the MCR song, like I know like their first record really well. The Black Parade, listened to it a few times. I really don't remember Teenagers.
MCR stands for My Chemical Romance,
yes.
just so everybody knows.
For anyone under 40.
It took me a minute to decipher that one.
For anyone under 40.
And or over 40.
That's exactly my generation. Just say anyone around 30 is like, yeah, I know MC.
Now, are you supposed to listen to the song ahead of time?
Ideally.
Are you supposed to practice the song as well?
Ideally.
Should you come into practice prepared?
Ideally.
Oh, okay.
What happens if you don't come to practice
You
prepared?
just look at the other guy for chords.
You just stare at his hands as he moves up and down the neck lasciviously.
Or are you like, let's play this one, and then you just like, oh, no, I don't want to do that. You can do that as well. That's another move.
I do that a lot. I'm surprised you guys haven't kicked me out of
Let's
the band
play this
yet.
other one that we've done a million times. We all know perfectly well. There's just 1 second of that song I want to work on, but let's play the entire thing 4 times through. And so I can do that 1 second 4 times. That's what you're supposed to do.
I feel attacked.
I hate playing the same song twice in a row, just so you guys know. I've expressed that in the past.
Good thing is we don't care because we got to do what's best for the audience. That's why we're here.
We love you.
Yeah. So we got to play what's best for the audience. And you're exactly right. There's so many songs that we played that it's not that I'd never heard them before we played them, but I'd never considered actually playing them. Can't think of any offhand because I just kind of made that up out of my ass right there. Right on the spot.
There's a lot of them I hadn't heard before, and especially I hadn't heard before 5 years ago. Hadn't heard before because I was just a classic rock guy, and that's mostly what I knew. So I knew a few of the Pearl Jam hits, a few Foo Fighters hits, and a few Sublime and whatever. It's whatever is really on the radio. But anything outside of that, I had this big learning curve for the 90s and 2000s.
So,
but I've really embraced it since then.
I feel like I might have been the last group of people that really had FM radio all the time. You know what I mean? Because I feel like maybe people 5 years younger than me still they either already transitioned to iPod by the time I was in middle school. Everyone had an iPod or an MP. If you were poor, you had an MP3. Just kidding.
Yeah,
just kidding. Your Zen was cool, bro. Don't worry about it. All right.
Your Zune.
Your creative music player was all right, man. It's fine. But yeah, no, so I grew up with a tape deck in a '94 Chevy Blazer. So,
Was that your first car?
That was my first car.
My first car was a 94 also. Not a Blazer. I had a Chevy Lumina.
I used to
minivan, aqua blue.
Oh shit! My car was a
sliding
94
door
as
in the
well.
back. Really?
Yeah.
Well, minivans are safe.
It was a
meant to be.
94 Ford Aspire.
Meant to be. That's what it was.
Minivans are very safe.
Oh,
A
that's
94
wild.
Chevy Blazer is not safe. It is a rollover.
They
It's
did,
a
didn't they?
rollover risk. Set it right on the thing. If you turn left too hard, it's just going to roll over.
That's a risk for fun.
It's got an exclamation mark, a red exclamation mark on either side of your thing. You turn the wheel a little too hard on the left one, the right side.
So I have a story about a 94
And
Chevy
the Wranglers
Blazer.
too.
There was one time I was driving. I just got my license. And my mom and dad...
We'll cut this in post. Don't worry, audience. We'll cut this in post. Go on. Go on, Mike.
He said a whole sentence of the
So
story.
there was
It's
some
too long.
I forgot what metal song there was on, but I decided to start headbanging,
Living After
joking
Midnight.
around, and it was definitely that Step Brothers moment when they're all singing "Sweet Child of Mine" and he runs off the road. Exactly what happened to me. I started headbanging, and all of a sudden I was on the edge of the road, and the edge of the road was all broken up, so the whole car was and I was just oh my god, trying to make corrections and shit in the wheel, and the whole ride home I was just silent. Looking at the girl I was dating at the time, I'm everything's okay, right? We're good.
I had a friend that used to turn the radio down if we pulled up to an intersection and there was a cop like across the intersection.
I had a friend who used to throw off his hat. he'd be like, dude, I swear to God, for listeners, I'm about to.
He's about to demonstrate some shit.
About to demonstrate what throwing a hat off of yourself looks like. But
Would you like to use my fedora?
no, he literally
Fedora.
It was
Who
not
does a
fedora.
podcast with a fedora?
A free Mets giveaway. It was the first 15,000 fans only. I made sure I got there like 3
Wait,
hours.
did you pay
fucking
for the
early.
ticket to the show?
for the
game?
Met game? Of course I did.
It was not free. It's not a free fedora.
You know what I mean. Only first 15,000
Complimentary.
got it. I made sure I got there first.
But he used to he would see a cop and he would just be like he would just throw it right off his head. And I was like, I would look at him, first time we did it, I was like, what the fuck was that about, dude?
Speaking of, for tape decks, the tape deck I had in my Lumina, I actually didn't even put regular tapes into it, really. I had tapes that my dad had recorded in 1980 of records going through the hi-fi to cassette. So it wasn't even like a bought, here's 1984 by Van Halen. It was 1984 recorded from a fucking record.
Oh, that's classic.
So mine was CDs to tape from my dad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was usually Pearl Jam versus
And
versus over and over and over again. And every time I would get the WMA, if listeners go look up the song WMA, it is literally just drums and Eddie Vedder going for 5 minutes. Every time I got to that part, I'm like, no. Go back to auto reverse.
Was he on MDMA when he recorded WMA?
Was he smoking WMA?
I once read a story that for that album, he was really upset about the success with 10. And he actually, nobody heard from him for weeks at a time. And he lived on the streets
homeless.
homeless. I guess he once was at one point. But he
Like
felt
Beethoven?
he literally was just living on the streets because he just couldn't, I don't know. He didn't like the success or couldn't handle it. I'm not
Interesting.
sure. Not handle it, but you know what I mean.
Is that a true story?
Yeah.
Oh, look at you.
From what I
That goes
understand,
towards a different topic, actually.
they were interviewing the drummer at the time because Pearl Jam
Dude,
has
their
20
bassist
drummers.
was the quintessential 90s alternative dude. His look, he just had the shredded shorts and shit and this big fuck. He had the hat
Played
from
fretless jazz bass for
from
some
What's
reason.
Up. I don't know, but he'd be on his back, rolling around doing an Angus Young thing, but he's the bassist. He was the image in a nutshell.
What I think of when I think of 90s bassist is Mike Inez from Alice in Chains.
Yeah.
Exactly like you described, just long hair, just fucking cargo shorts past
I
his knees.
don't have a visual on them at all. I've never seen anything
exactly
live
like
from
you
them
just
ever.
described. Just
Denim
exactly.
jeans and long hair. That's all. That's about it. That's Alice in Chains.
So what this proves is that I'm definitely older than you guys. Not that we didn't already know that, but I recorded songs off the radio. I would actually have to call in to fucking radio stations and request a song.
Oh, you would call in.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
and
another level.
I was a little kid at the time, and I'd call in and I'd request I don't know, Richard Marx, Right Here Waiting. I was fucking obsessed with that song when I was a kid.
I know this one.
And you don't know?
No,
Oh,
can you hum
my
it for us?
God.
I would love to hear you hum it, please, especially in the microphone.
Day after day, but I don't anyway.
Away.
Jay,
Anyway.
in post, I'm gonna put mad reverb on that and make you sound like an angel.
Please do. I mean, the audience deserves, all the post processing from my voice they can
deserve
possibly.
the best, obviously.
So I requested that song, and this is back in the day when they had live radio DJs, and you call in, and the dude was like, "Oh, you sound young. Who's a girl that you're interested in? Are you interested in Michelle from Full House?" And I was really fucking young at that. I was 8, and Michelle was probably 7. I don't know. So I was like,
Which
"Yeah,
is that
sure."
one of the twins or is that?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
yeah. Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen.
Weren't they only 6?
I don't know, but
How old did they get on the series? I feel like they started 3 and they
They're
ended at
3
no,
6
they
or
started
7.
as babies.
Oh yeah,
They
that's
they
true.
were fucking
Right, right.
babies. When they
When did it stop? They were
I don't know.
I got the computer. I got Pooter Pop It.
Oh yeah. So when I turned 21, though, like I went to and this isn't allowed these days, but like when I turned 21, I went to a bar in Memphis, Tennessee called The Saucer, and they have just hundreds of beers on tap, and they had a countdown on the fucking wall. It was like a digital countdown from when Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen turned 18.
Jesus Christ.
Again, this is not.
What was the name of this place? Can we out this place like hard? So they can get shut down?
Wait. Don't reverse.
Jesus Christ!
Don't rewind and listen.
Oh my God!
The Saucer, Tennessee.
No, but at
It's
the
probably
time,
opening
they were only a couple years younger than me, and I was like, I was a little kid. I hadn't even started thinking about girls at that point. I mean, I'm almost, however old I am, and I'm still haven't even started thinking about girls. But
on Wikipedia, Mary-Kate and Ashley are the same link. By the way, they don't even have their own pages.
Nice.
Wow.
Actually, no.
And who would know that Elizabeth Olsen was the best looking one?
Wait, what?
Yeah, who the fuck is that?
Come again? What?
Seriously?
No, I've never heard of this person. Who's this?
Elizabeth Olsen? She plays the witch, Scarlet Witch.
Really?
Yeah, it's Elizabeth Olsen.
Oh my god!
She's a couple years older than me. She's like 34.
Oh my god!
They're like 40 now, aren't they?
They're 36. They're a year older than me.
Oh wow!
Okay.
So she's like, is she a twin too of them or no?
That would
She's
be
only
triplet.
like a year. Dude, she's only like a year younger than them.
If there's three, it's called the triplet.
The most amount of noise possible.
That's the sound of beer cans getting out of the way for the door.
All right, listeners. So,
All right, now these out of the fucking room.
let's start the Run 2 cover, Chad, right here.
All right. This is dude fucking Nick. We can do better, can't we? like really, what the fuck does he bring to this band? Like some Neil Peart posters and fucking Dave Matthews Band posters.
Fucking Dave Matthews
Like,
Band.
but it's an old version of them, like where he's wearing a fucking cardigan. Like, what the fuck?
That is
They're
a turtle-
all wearing cardigans.
That is a turtleneck, sir.
Oh, what's the difference?
It has a turtleneck.
Is it is cashmere and cardigan different things?
No, a cardigan is a sweater.
Oh, what's cashmere?
Cashmere is a material.
Not a Led Zeppelin song?
It is also a Led Zeppelin.
God damn it. God damn it.
Tuned in open D.
That's the one that's like.
Yeah, totally. That's it.
All right, cool.
Drew's got it.
I'm a musician.
Jay, number one Led Zeppelin fan.
Wait,
That song goes like this:
he's
Black
back.
dog, black dog. That's how it goes. Black dog.
No.
So, listeners, obviously, we have picked the wrong topic because we have not talked about this topic at all.
We'll just put it back in the pile.
What was it again?
The
Oh,
creative process.
What was it again? It's been so long.
All right. Well, here's an actual example. All right. So a song we're working on recently is called "Epic" by Faith No More, and that song, the real version is how long? 7 minutes and like 46 seconds or some shit.
I thought it was, but it's like 5 minutes.
I haven't listened to it. I don't know.
Okay. All right. So it's that long, and then the radio edit's like 4:30 or something like that.
I thought there was a huge difference. There's really not that big of a difference.
No.
No,
Yeah,
there
I
isn't.
thought
It's not that.
No.
I thought it was a much bigger difference.
So it has this like long solo guitar outro thing,
You're
and
talking about this one, right? Yeah. Of
course.
Yeah, I'm going to talk over it so we don't get
And
demonetized.
now we're demonetized.
let me feel it. I think you're allowed to do some of that, right?
No, you're not. If you ever plan on making, that's why Rick Beato got canceled.
Well, do you know how you beat the AI? By just talking over it like this.
What if we played on our instruments though? We're fine.
If you play like 5 seconds, it's fine. No, sometimes like even covers get pulled if they sound too close. But,
Really?
But no, I mean you could try it.
Because on that one, I could probably get away with it.
Nick is hitting rubber right now for the listeners.
Oh, we should probably describe our little studio a little bit, huh?
Nah, no one cares. Just kidding. Let's do it.
All right, so we're in my house. We're in I call it Lace Studio, which is named after Russia's Toronto studio.
It's Ear Sausage Studios. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. It's Ear Sausage Studios.
We're
Go
in
on.
your Sausage Studios right now.
There's a
Okay,
washer
sorry.
and dryer for one.
It is the biggest laundry room you can imagine, where you could almost fit a bed inside. So I naturally turned it into a little studio for us, and I'm on electric drums. So this is what you hear when it's not plugged in and shit. It's like rubber, and I don't even. It's like a mesh thing, whatever. So this gets plugged in, and then I can change it to whatever I want. So the overall volume of everything, because all of it gets plugged in, the vocals, the guitars, the bass, all gets plugged in, so we hear it all through the headphones. So if you do not have the headphones in, you only hear this little tapping and us singing. That's really all you hear. You might, I don't even know if you'll be able to hear the guitar strings a little bit.
It would sound like shit, especially if we're playing in a song that's
Here, I'll hit my
not
bass
tuned
one.
to the same. Oh, that's a whole wall
Can you
vibrating.
hear
I love how, so what I used to do when I was a kid, I used to not feel like plugging in with my bass. And I used to take my bass and I used to do that. I used to put the headstock on the wall and I would just sit there and I would play. And it would like vibrate throughout the entire room.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, and I noticed it one day. I was like, "Oh, whoa, frequencies!" It's like,
I have a similar story. One time I did a bunch of acid and tried to play bass, and it just went whoa, 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 and I got lost in the sound wave, and I don't remember what happened after that. And now here I am,
Fat, bald, and glasses.
fat, bald, and glasses. Can't even see my PlayStation VR without glasses.
that's the famous Santana story, right? He said the
right. His guitar was turned into a snake during
and
Woodstock.
Woodstock. He didn't know what he was playing. I love Santana. I want him to be my grandfather.
Wait, who do you love?
He's no Esteban.
He's no Esteban. Name one Esteban song.
Does he have any songs?
Wait, no, that's a complete silence, Jay. Name one Esteban. No.
I didn't know he.
We're not Googling Esteban.
I didn't even know he was an
hey,
actual
Put
musician.
your fucking computer away.
I want to see what his like
He just
discography
plays
is.
classical like guitar. That's all he does.
So it's like
That's all he does.
it's Spanish.
That's all he does.
Is he on Spotify? Does he like legit have songs?
I'm about to find out. So I thought he's like a flamenco guitar or some shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Esteban
If you listen to 90s music, you know who Esteban is.
disc
And this is a discovery for all of us right now.
We're gonna get pulled.
Hey, there it is.
Oh, that's not bad.
You can't get me, AI.
He's got a Wikipedia page.
This is pretty
He's got a Wikipedia
He
page?
doesn't have a picture on it.
There are two wars.
good. He's just famous for mostly making Walmart.
His
guitars.
biography is half a paragraph long. Dude, he's from
It's twice as long as mine.
he's from fucking Montana.
I believe it.
Is this the same guy?
What's his last name? Is it Esteban?
It's just Esteban.
Is the stage name of Stephen Paul.
He is a verified artist. On
He's from
Spotify.
Pittsburgh. He's
What?
from Pittsburgh.
Verified.
Pittsburgh, he's from.
I thought he was from Montana.
He lived in Tempe, Arizona since 76. Getting commercial access to his selling his instructional DVDs and guitars on QVC and HSN. That's the same guy.
Yeah, that's pretty much where. And
Wow.
like he has like
What
those
a
acoustic
poser.
guitars. Oh, stop! He made one album, Into the
from
Heart, in
Pittsburgh.
1998, and then didn't make anything until 2013.
Oh, damn.
15 years, which is crazy because I'm like, wow, 2013, 10 years ago.
Lived in Phoenix.
Wow.
You want to talk about feeling old? Tom Petty, that song we played tonight, Mary Jane's Last Dance, came out in 1993.
He's also dead.
I don't know if you guys realize that. So when I think of Tom
I
Petty,
was born in 1993, ladies and gentlemen.
oh my god, no wonder you're so hot. When I think of Tom Petty, I think of like the 70s because like his first album was like 74, 76 or some shit like
I
that.
thought it was like 79ish.
I really thought
he was, like, on the
every
You
cusp.
got
song
a
he
fucking
ever made.
computer open.
Oh no! We're gonna battle here.
Well, that's why I brought it.
I always thought Tom Petty was like a
Free Falling came out in 89.
no, like all
That's
his
wild.
All his hits are late 80s, early 90s. Every single one.
No, that's not true.
His first album was 76.
Yeah, 76. And
His second album has a really good story behind it. But keep going, Joe.
But every hit, I said.
No. He had a hit from that first one. It's
Really?
the first track.
Yeah, Breakdown.
Yeah, Breakdown.
And,
Oh, that's from 76.
and American Girl.
Breakdown is from 70s, and American Girl's from 76.
Yeah.
That's wild because he literally has the same sound on Mary Jane's Last Dance, and it's like it sounds exactly the same, but it was almost 20 years later.
He sounds rougher in the more modern stuff. Like he sounds like he's been on the road for 20 some years.
Well, the first one he's 20 something, and the next one he's like 40. So those are hard years.
So it was his third album. I thought it was his second. It's his third album. Damn the Torpedoes. He signed like a really shitty deal where he signed all of his publishing rights away, as people did back then, because they didn't know any fucking better. He's like, oh yeah, I thought this meant like they could just publish like sheet music for us. I was like, yeah, go ahead and take it. So he is making this album, and the record company knows, and he knows, everybody knows that there's at least a couple of big hits on this fucking album. There was Refugee was on it, and Don't Do Me Like That. Here Comes My Girl, I don't know what that is, and Even
Don't
Losers.
do me like that.
Yeah, that one's a big one. But so they all knew there was a couple hits on this at least, and so he held it hostage. He was like, I'm not putting this out until we re-sign a deal. Like, I won't finish the tracks on it.
Nice.
Until we re-sign it. And they did. They not re-signed, but what do we call it? Renegotiated. There you go.
Yep.
I seen a comment one time on some random Sputnik music. If anybody has ever heard of Sputnik music.
Nope, we'll cut this in post. Go on.
There's a war going on right now. We don't need to know about any Russian shit.
Music. No, Sputnik music is like a music. What do I want to say?
It's a cover for.
It's like almost like a forum, but literally they just review albums. It's a database of album review. Like
it's Pitchfork almost.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Except with more class. Sorry, no, I'm just joking. But someone said like when Tom Petty passed away, like one of the comments on on the article was like a perfect lesson in like having a commercial sound but never selling out. And that's kind of no, seriously, because everything he did was very genuine. Like, I believe that's the music he wanted to write.
Yeah, I never would think of him like making a Pepsi commercial.
Did he make a Pepsi commercial?
He might have. I don't know. but I don't know him for Pepsi commercials. Like Britney Spears. Like anytime I think Britney Spears, I think her Pepsi commercial.
No, what I'm saying is like he just made music that people liked, but he made it because he liked it. And it just kind of happened to happen like that. At least that's how I.
He was also a big time recluse, like on tour and stuff. He would just be in his hotel room, and that was it. Like he wouldn't go out ever, anywhere. This is also the longest Tom Petty conversation I've ever had in my life. And quick side topic, throwing it in there.
Our next sponsor.
Yeah, who's our next sponsor? Tiki Bob, brought to you by Tiki Bob.
That's our producer.
He's the producer. He's the main. He's the big cheese of ear. What do we call it? Ear Sausage Studios.
He's the brain that sends the sausage to your brain.
He's got the meats.
He does have the meats.
Just do it.
Please don't sue us.
Just do it. Yum.
Yum.
God damn it. I'm not part of this.
All right, so I shuffled the side topic list. Cost and pay of doing business.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Now
Okay.
Now I got the IRS after me.
Why do you guys change strings every show? Is it necessary?
When I was playing bass, I didn't. I just bought elixirs and used them for 4 months. And then I changed them.
Fucking loser.
And I had elixirs on that bass, but you probably took them off because you're a loser.
I still have them on them.
And they sound brand new.
They sound fucking great. I don't know if they sound brand new, but they sound really good. That's the thing. That's what people don't realize when they hire a band. When you hire a band, you want to pay as little as possible, which is perfectly reasonable. That's how capitalism works. But the band needs to make enough to make up for all their time and effort and expenses for the thing. And the bassist, when I played 6-string bass, my strings were like $30 to $40. A set of guitar strings are between $5 and $15, depending on what kind you really want. So that immediately takes that off the top of what you get paid, let alone the drive, the setup time, the actual gig time itself, the teardown time, and the drive back home.
It only takes 10 minutes to break down, right? Isn't it only 10 minutes?
It's only 10 minutes. If I just use a gun and start shooting everything, it's 10 minutes.
By
the time the cops get there, it's about 12, 13 minutes.
There will be blood.
Brought to you by Rainbow Bud Lights. Guns.
and clubs have only been paying the same amount for over 25 years at this point. Like, I started playing professionally in 2001. and it was still $100 a man. Like if your band had 3 men,
That was a good year, 2000.
if your band had 3 people in it, you'd get paid $300. If you had 4 people, you'd get paid $400. Mike's fixing his hair over there. People can't see you.
I can see me.
But we get paid the same amount today as we did 25 years ago, despite inflation, despite like the cost, the time investment that we put
cost
in.
of business goes up for every single facet of all economy except musicians, apparently. Yeah. Where it just stays the same for us no matter what.
So, sorry, go on.
No. Granted, we're in a case where we're not like paying rent with it, so it's not that big of a deal. But still, your time is worth money, and like at the end of the day, a lot of times it's sometimes like if you actually like factor in setup, playing, I mean, all the practice. I mean, it's kind of the iceberg.
Yeah, exactly.
Theory to it where there's thousands of hours of me at home, us in here, playing at the gig, setting up, blah 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 blah. It all comes down to like sometimes like below minimum wage. A lot of times below minimum wage.
The audience sees the band on stage for the 3 hours that they're there. That's all they see.
Yep.
They don't see, like you said, the tens of thousands of hours that we have spent practicing since. And again, I'm in my 40s, you're in your 30s, he's also in his early 30s, or vice versa. They don't see the tens of thousands of hours that we spent practicing, the tens of thousands of dollars that we spend on musical instruments, and all the actual day of gig expenses and time commitment. Like a gig, I will spend around 10 hours when you consider time to change strings and practice a bit, and then make the commute, load all my stuff from my house into my car, make the commute, load out from the car into the gig, set up, play the gig, tear down, load into my car, drive back home, load everything back into my house.
Can you take $200 tonight?
The whole I once calculated when we were a 4-piece, the whole setup being, I think it was like $22,000. So our whole setup as a 3-piece is probably like 21,999 as a 3-piece. I wonder if I was looking it up. There wasn't really any hard data on it, but I was trying to see, like, is there an area of the country that the musicians actually make more than $100 a month or whatever?
Yeah.
It's showing that Nashville seems to be the highest paid.
That makes sense.
Indianapolis after that, and then Portland, Oregon, Austin,
Portland. Jesus Christ.
Raleigh, North Carolina, Salt Lake City. We'll see.
It's the 1890s in Portland. That's from Portlandia for all you Portlandia fans out there.
There's not many, I don't think.
there's like 4.
We could pickle that. Come on, you guys don't like Portlandia?
No, I'm not a Portlandia.
I love Portlandia.
I gave it half a shot once. Maybe I'll give it a full shot another day, but probably not.
I like the feminist bookstore one that they have.
It's the best. You know, they legitimately got kicked out of that. That feminist bookstore.
I believe it.
They're like the actual crew and everything. They were like they thought they were actually making fun of them after a while. Well, it's all in love, man. Like you got to be able to laugh at yourself.
Yeah.
What's the guy's name? Fred something?
Fred Armisen.
He had a new stand-up special come out recently that was specifically for drummers.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was about like 5 years ago. I feel like at this point.
Really?
Yeah, and
I just saw it a couple months ago.
In line when people were going in, like showing their tickets, you had to be a drummer, quote unquote. So the bouncers were giving people like drumsticks, and you had to prove that you could do a drum roll. So
flams and shit.
Yeah, every person was. They're like, you have to do a drum roll, and so they should have practice pad, and they were just sitting there doing. And like, okay. And like, he was like, "Hey."
It started out good, and then he like went into other stuff that didn't have anything to do with drums. I was like, well, what's the whole? He had all these drum sets set up, and he even brought the drummer from Blink-182 on. And it was
he brought the drummer from Green Day, Trey Cool.
I get them confused. Sorry.
Had to do a hard.
You've lost some 90s points there, bud.
I had to do a hard correction on Nick.
Sorry. I totally get them mixed up. They play exactly the same way.
Whap his knuckles with some fucking.
I don't think so. Trey's
dude. That one fill is on the rock show and two of the Green Day ones we play. It's on Brock Show and two of them. Sassafras and the other one we just
I think
started doing.
Trey's tighter, and that's not like a diss to Travis Barker. I think Travis Barker has more swing.
He's faster.
He's fast. No, I mean Trey.
He's fast too, but
Trey's a lot more on the beat, and Travis has a little more swing to him.
on the beat's more measurable when you're
That's
slower.
the way I think about them. He's a lot more. Travis is a lot more like fluid and stuff like that. Trey's a lot more like just like this is the part, and he just plays it. You know what I mean?
Travis live isn't that great. He like tries to do it. I saw him in an interview. He like literally tries to play differently every time. But when you do that every time, and you've done it the same song 10,000 times, you're playing it wrong at some point. You know what I mean?
So how does that come back to the creative process?
Creative process. Don't overthink it.
We also went into expenses.
Oh god
Yeah,
damn it!
the expenses shit.
Nick, how much do drumsticks cost?
Well,
I don't care. Sorry.
I don't buy them at all.
Moving on. We'll fix this in post. Go on, cut.
$7 to $11.
He's like, I replace them once every 5 years.
I used to.
He's like, I glue them
depends.
together when they break. I usually get 2 uses.
I'll use the butt end.
Now, I mean, like now that I'm playing guitar in this band, I am relieved.
Yeah, we should tell everyone about that.
I am relieved that I only have to spend $6.99 on strings. I look at it, I'm like, thank God. Even though I haven't changed string, I put NYXLs on these.
Mike used to be the bassist up until a month ago.
Yes.
So, and this could be an entirely new segment for Mike in the future when
Let's
you when you're editing this. Cut. Post.
Let's save it. If you see us live, I'll be playing guitar. Jay will be playing bass. I guess we'll get into the story one day.
I think that story will be brought to you by. I think Jay has something for you.
Yep. Let me find my sponsor list here.
Son of a bitch.
Wait,
Better be fucking good, Jay.
Daddy.
Better
All right.
be a good one.
All right. So it'll be a good one. Oh God, what is all these pop-ups coming up?
If it's not about sausage and meat, I'm out.
All right. Wait. What's the sponsor for?
His next segment for
All
the
right.
next podcast.
All right.
Which is
This next segment. This next segment is brought to you by Tuck Jobs.
Oh, there's a little snort in there. Good job. You got that in. Can we elevate the sound of his little snort?
I'll put some reverb on it.
Can we pan it like going side to side? Do, 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 do.
Let's try a different one.
No, that was a good one. Let's stick with it. I want to hear more about the tuck job.
Not suck job.
I said tuck job.
Tuck job.
Yeah, you got to tuck it up into your waistband.
This segment's brought to you by Tuck Jobs, violating the laws of thermodynamics on a daily basis. Tuck Jobs. Where did it go? I don't know where it went.
It's dead. Yeah, sure. it was.
Cut. We'll fix this in post.
Something else. To find something else. What are you talking about? I'm offended. For somebody else. That's not me.
Listeners, this has been an awful podcast. I'm very sorry.
It's been fucking terrible. We promised to not... Wait. What can we promise that's not going to commit us
Let's
to
not
something?
promise anything.
Yeah, let's not promise anything.
Last week we did episode 0, which will never be released under God's green earth.
It
This
might.
might be episode 0.5.
It
I
might.
guess.
If one of us runs for office, episode 0.0
that's
will
true.
probably be released.
That means
just
I would have to leak it.
you could make some money.
Is there a mayor of Hopewell Junction?
AOC, I got some leaks here.
I don't think my town has a mayor.
I don't think my town
just has
there.
ombudsman.
It might. Oh, let me see. Let's see if we got one.
click. This is my impression of Nick on that computer.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's just sound like this.
I'm a slow typer. It's 2 fingers. Yeah, don't kid yourself. 2 or 4 fingers. No more.
Ooh,
than
4
I-
fingers.
Oh man, I just opened up a bunch of loops by accident. Damn it.
I do not have a mayor, but I think a mayor in a different town might have jurisdiction over my town. I'm not sure.
Oh shit. He's like your stepdad.
Notable people.
You can't tell me what to do.
Notable people from
He's
this.
not really married to your mom. It's a common law marriage.
Notable people. We had Secretary of Treasury under FDR was from here. Look at that. And then
That's way more boring than any Tom Petty fact weeks.
a current baseball player is on the Giants, and a sprinter. Yeah.
Wow,
that's
I'm really
about it.
about to kill myself right now.
God
That's
damn.
about it. Would you like the references for what on my Wikipedia?
I would, and instead of saying
Would those be more interesting?
Yankees.com, just be like http://www. No.
You have that memorized. That's pretty good.
HTTPS because
Yes.
we want to keep our
Secure.
exactly.
There's more than one HTTP.
And you gotta make sure that
It's pluralized.
Oh God,
the H tips.
you're gonna get hacked.
The H tips. Gotta get those H tips, bro. Gotta make sure that certificate is updated.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in a band. I've been Jace,
I'm Mike.
I'm Nick.
and we will see you next time.
We apologize.
So we apologize for everything.
It'll get better
No, it won't.
a little bit.
Maybe the sound quality will get better. I guess maybe
I mean,
I think the sound quality's pretty good
It can
from
only
here.
go down from here.
it can only go down from here. This is something to look forward to.
We hit our peak. We peaked on
We
the,
peaked.
on the 0.5 episode.
I'm happy with our peak.